Good people, if you are looking for a perfect off-roader, there is an awesome Toyota Hilux here. This is a 2018 model Toyota Hilux TRD. It comes with a 2.4 liter inline 4 that is turbocharged with an intercooler. This gives you a lot of horsepower. It gives you 148 horsepower and a massive 400 Newton meters of torque. So you can take this car anywhere, get stuck anywhere, and still pull other people out of nasty situations. Now, if you're interested in this Hilux, the asking price is a cool 6.8 million shillings, and of course, it is slightly negotiable. You can take this car on hire purchase. You can buy it on cash direct kama umejijenga vizuri, and maybe if you have a bank, you can do bank financing. Huh? Yeah, and if you need to do trade-in, maybe you have another unit, you can give us that. Then you take this new Hilux, we give you a value, and maybe you need to top up something kidogo. Now, kama ni mtu wa kwenda off-roading and you need full-time 4-wheel drive, here it is. This is not an all-wheel drive, it is a 4x4. 4x4 are built for the off-road because they are very compact. They have heavy chassis, which is absolutely amazing. Sawa, so this car is magnificent. Wenye wametengenezea gari kidogo walikuwa wamefanya madoido mingi, wameziwekea full LED headlights, unaangalia kuna daytime running lights hapa, and then of course uko na hii sequential turning signal hapa. On the lower side you have this fascia that comes with fog lights hapa, and then of course you get a nice housing, red accents kidogo, and in general the entire part looks good. And of course it shows you that this one is a TRD, Toyota Racing Development package right there. Gari yenyewe iko fiti. I love the outlook, I love the finish. Derek, kuja pia tuangalie look at the back side, tuangalie what are some of the on the side mirrors. We have cool finishing. This is an aftermarket LED side mirrors. Sorry, not side mirrors. What do we call them? Turn signals on the side mirror. Sorry for that. On this side, you have some nice alloys. Derek, can come to this side. Tuangalie hizi alloys. Now, you have these Bridgestone all-terrain tires. So these are highway tires, which is pretty good. And I love these compact alloys. On the inside, you have disc brakes for maximum braking, and you have double wishbone suspension with coil and springs, which is quite efficient for a heavy-duty car like this one here. Side steps ziko sawa. You get keyless entry to the interior, and you get privacy shades on this Hilux. Mimi hapa natumia gari, napenda privacy yake, so kuna some shades here for privacy. Even though tumefungwa glass, you can still not see the inside. Deri kuja nyuma kidogo. On this side, this car has a canopy. Najua kuna wase wanapenda gari yenye kuna canopy. If you need to transport something, utaki nyeshewe maybe, ama you don't want to expose them to the elements, then this one comes with a canopy, which is pretty nice, amazing, and simple. On the back side, also you have the same size tires, same size alloys. On the back side, unlike the front, you get drum brakes. In terms of suspension, you get leaf springs with a rigid axle, okay, which is pretty nice for heavy duty cars. Sana sana huwa wanatumia the leaf springs because of course a Toyota Hilux is a heavy duty machine. Now, one more thing that I love about this Hilux is the design of these taillights. Look at this, they look absolutely amazing. Derek, acha nikanyage brake light tuangalie venye ina shine. Okay, check out those taillights. You see how cool they look? Zinakaa poa. Yes, so whoever used this car clearly knows what he or she was doing. Gari kako safi, and uko na tail bed yako hapa, angalia ina split into two, unapata a very large space, even though kama ni high stuff kidogo iko limited, but it is good. I love it. Iko na heavy tailgate hapa, which is pretty nice. Sawa, so acha tuendelee na the rest of the review, tuangalie ndani. And something that you notice is that this one is lockable. You can lock here and you can still lock there. So if you're carrying some sensitive stuff, it is very well secured inside this Hilux. So acha tuoneshe ndani juu najua waziri wanataka kuangalia ndani iko aje. Now, Hilux has one disadvantage when it comes to spacing on the mid row, because on the back side uko na your flatbed, on the inside uko na the driver's cabin. But this one is very spacious as compared to the other Hiluxes. Acha tuangalie ndani. Ukiwa umekaa hapa, you can sit comfortably. It's still very much comfortable, but for longer distances I think it is not very comfortable. But Hilux, we are looking for power, not after what the passengers are going to feel. Huku kwingine kidogo, if the front passenger at least amesukuma kiti yake mbele, you can still feel very comfortable. You cannot recline the backside seats because huko nyuma there is a flatbed na kuna kaukuta hapa, so you can't actually push the seats back. So utakuwa umekaa 90 degrees the entire time. If your mgongo is built for that, good luck. Hapa you have armrest with 2 cup holders, so even though mtakuwa mnaumia hapa nyuma, you can still enjoy a few drinks with your pals. Acha niingie ndani because the cockpit is where the magic happens. Derek, unaweza taka kununua Hilux siku moja? Dream car? Awesome. Napenda watu. Okay, so we are going to check out the interior of this Hilux, but before we do that, we'll have to start with the door. Now, Toyota Hilux is not very focused on luxury. They are focused on cars that are very well built, cars that are meant to last you a lifetime. And from the build quality, the material they've used, kidogo, they are very strong actually, but on top part is more of plastic. This part also is a shiny plastic. On this side, fabric, because the fabric you can clean it any day, anytime. And on the lower section, you have some storage space hapa, and then you get some nice speakers, and you get power door controls. So madoido mingi achie kina Prado, achie kina RAV4. Toyota Hilux is straightforward, ni ya watu wanapenda kazi. On this side you have these fabric seats, which are manually adjustable, of course, and you have a lever here to push your seats back and forth. Sawa, which is pretty good. Kama unataka Hilux yenye kona leather seats, you can go for the Hilux SR5, of which I think I showed you in my last video yenye nilifanya Hilux and some other heavy duty cars. On the inside, I love the finish that you get here. The blackout design, iko fiti sana. I think it matches with almost every environment, and also it looks bossy. A black interior is awesome. So you have so many controls, and starting from this side, you get your push to start. Najua wasenga napenda push to start, but if you can get a Hilux ile ya key, I can recommend that one. Air vents ziko fiti, very nice. Japanese ACs was ziko na very much power, so with some nice air vents, you'll get maximum power. On this side, you get what is the power heat? What is it heating? I don't know. Lane departure assist, pre-collision monitoring system, and then you have these headlamp washers. You can open your engine bay from this side and your fuel cap using these 2 buttons here. On the steering wheel, this steering wheel is not leather. It's not leather wrapped. I know you guys expected leather. It has some nice stitches though. Controls for the infotainment system, and you get cruise control because this one is a heavy duty car and you need cruise control when driving in the highways. Hapa mbele, you have some nice clusters. The clusters are not very digital and all that. It's just analog, and because this car is straightforward to the point, hakuna madoido mingi, everything you see here is exactly what is happening. Headlights are on, your hazards are on, cruise control may set hapo. You can see mileage is pretty low, 66,000 kilometers. Kuna some warning buttons here at least to let you know that either you're parking close to another car, ama hujafunga safety belt, ama there's just something wrong somewhere. Daytime running lights ziko on. Top speed ya hii gari by the way ni 170 kilometers per hour, but without the limiter hii gari inaweza kufikisha 200 kilometers per hour, which is not feasible. Sijaona mtu anaendesha Hilux at that speed unless kama unabeba miraa. Fuel tank iko sawa, and then on this side you get your hazard buttons. So hapa kwa center console on the top side you have your digital clock, hazard button, a nice infotainment system area, even though ni kadogo unaweza jiwekea the aftermarket larger one, but I love the finish here. This part notifies you that some passengers hawajafunga safety belt. Your driver, passenger and the back side. AC ziko sawa. Of course hii ni gari ya kazi, so you expect you to get these physical buttons. On the lower side you can charge your phone using these two USB slots. Traction control, hill descent, and you can lock your rear differentials, and you get 12 volt outputs. This car you can put it to low range 2-wheel drive, high range 4-wheel drive and low range 4-wheel drive. On the other side, AC controller zake ziko sawa. Get more storage space, cup holders, a nice gear shifter because inside this car you get a 6-speed automatic transmission. You get eco mode and power mode. On this side uko na handbrake yako, storage space, and you have center console hapa with a larger storage for you. Huko kwingine uko na glove compartments, larger storage on the top, and you have these manually adjustable seats with fabric settings. Huko kwingine it's okay, a very nice and powerful unit. The last thing that I'll show you here is the engine bay. Acha nikuonyesha engine bay ya hii gari, tuangalie what lies inside here. So this is the engine bay to this Toyota Hilux. You get a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbo, which is of course turbocharged with an intercooler. So you get massive power outside this unit. So if you're interested, The price is quite nice, so hit me up. Let us see what you can do. For the price I've mentioned, it is very much negotiable. Thank you so much, and as always, do not forget to subscribe to this amazing channel. See you in the next one.